Hey guys, Chris Dunn here, aka the Boogie Man. On this episode of Boogie Tech, rebuilding Jesel Pro shaft rockers. If you watched the last episode, we went into how we dropped, number one cylinder at no joke, no prep stick shift race in London, Kentucky. Well, we're supposed to be racing today in Darlington, South Carolina, but we couldn't make it. So basically, all the parts didn't come in time. We thought we had a spare rocker, but we didn't have the right offset. So we had got that stuff ordered in, didn't get until yesterday. But we're going to go ahead and rebuild the bearings and rebuild everything. The shaft rockers are from 2017, and we've never rebuilt them. So we're going to go through what it takes to rebuild them today. So hold on. Here we go. Let's roll. Now, I've already rebuilt this set. This is number one. This is number three. So we're going to go ahead and take it apart and put all new bearings in it. So the first thing you got to do is there's a little snap ring right here that you got to pull out. Now, and then I kind of pull up on it. It's a little aggravating. I'm telling you now, these little snap rings are so small and hard to get to. So get them up. You also can use, which I haven't went and got. I got a little screwdriver that works really good for this. So basically, that's what I do. If you notice, I just pulled it up. Okay. Snap rings off. I'm going to slide it off. All right. There's a little plastic washer, spacer washer right there. This is the exhaust. This is exhaust. So, and then there's another one right here. I'll pull out. Okay. Now, the needles didn't fall out of this, but let me show you something. There's a crack. If you look, right there in that bearing is a crack. So the sleeve is actually cracked in them bearings. So them bearings is bad. So the reason that we're going ahead and rebuilding all of this is if we don't, then it's just going to give us a problem down the road. Now, this is a tool I made this week. Something I come up with to get the bearings out. Okay. So basically it's a sleeve, a hollow sleeve, and then this here is turned to the inside 9/16, and this is a little under 3/4. And you basically put it together like this. I'm going to slide it through. I'm going to put it like this. All right. Now I'm going to put the nut on it. All right. I'm going to kind of just take a little minute and make sure I'm pretty much know where it's going to go right here. And you take two 9/16 wrenches and you just keep turning basically and let it start pushing out the bearing. Let me double check here. This sun gun is tight. Let me double check, make sure I ain't blocking nothing. All right. So, and like I said, this bearing, and they say this is very hard to do. A lot of people use an auger press. And I could be using, there it goes. See, once it ever pops like that, it breaks the bond. And then you can just go ahead and I'm telling you, this ain't. Yesterday, this worked out pretty good. And today, it's not. And what you could do is you could use a tool. In fact, let's try an impact here. Okay. I have just made a mess here, boys and girls. All right. Yeah, that's broke. Oh, end of that's broke. Now, what I want to do is put the new bearing in, which is this big wide one. Okay, same tool again, like this. Okay, put this back through here like this. In fact, we'll use the little shorter one for this, which is right here. Okay. Now, let's do this again. Now, you want to check to see. Okay, that needs to go just a hair more in. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. That one's ready. So what we can do is we'll go ahead and put this bad boy back on. like so. And I can go ahead and tell you something, that snap ring is bad. So we want to get it off of there. So we have new snap rings. Sometimes they're fine. Sometimes they're not. Much better. In the groove, nice and tight, turns, snug. All right, that one's rebuilt. That'd be the exhaust. Okay, guys, I just got through rebuilding the rockers on this side. If the video, like I just showed you, I just rebuilt the exhaust. I just went through and did all these on this side. It's totally rebuilt. Intakes, exhaust. The intake works just the same way as the exhaust, except there's two bearings in it. You just pull them both in and adjust it, and there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video of rebuilding the shaft rocker. We buy these bearings right here. The ones that go in, I get them on Amazon. They're a whole lot cheaper. They're like $5 a piece. Same for the intake bearings. You know, you get them on Amazon. You can see the side of the bearing number, and they're the same, you know, quality bearings. So stay tuned next week's episode. I don't know if it'll be next week, but the next week we're going to the dyno. We have the dyno scheduled. We're taking the engine out. We're going to try some different fuels, and we're going to try a vacuum pump. So we're going to go ahead and order a vacuum pump and put on it, and we're going to see, does a vacuum pump make more horsepower or not make horsepower? So, you know, I want to put a check in that box myself, not what other people say. So stay tuned to Boogie Tech. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Chris Dunn, a.k.a. the Boogie Man.